Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Hope everybody's well. I just got back home. My family and I went to Abu Dhabi for the day. We went to the Yas Island, the Sea World there, and we also went to the Warner Brothers theme park. It was really cool. We really enjoyed it. Right now, I got Groot here with me. Say hello, buddy. Say hello, Groot. Hello, everyone. I got Groot here with me. Yeah, and I had a wonderful day and just got back home. And I didn't do much work today whatsoever because I decided to take a little break. Just like a little short break from crypto. It gets a little bit hectic with all the numbers, percentages. Like I say, I do work 24/7. So yesterday and today, I just needed a short break. We'll be back in the saddle tomorrow. Otherwise, if you're here, please kind of put a like. I'd really appreciate the like, my friends. Say hello in the chat. And also, as always, before we begin, you can always find the link to my private Patreon group in the comments down below and in the description of this video. Yeah, let's start off. XRP Tiny Papa is saying, zero doubt. Hello, my friend. Sergio Azevedo is here. Hi there, bud. How are you doing? My friend, International Crypto Asset Ninja, saying, good evening, Rob. Amazing day, brother. Thank you, my friend. Hope you had a great day, too. Richard, good afternoon, brother. My friend Gabonito, hello. What's up, brother? I'm in as one of the first ones. Haha. Hope you had a good day. What theme park was it? Yeah, but it's great to see you here. Like I just mentioned, it was the Yas SeaWorld, the Yas Island SeaWorld, and the Warner Brothers theme park. Really great. I loved it. If you're like a fan of superheroes, and if you want to just kind of get nostalgic about the childhood memories with the Looney Tunes, with Taz and yeah, all that good stuff with Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry. Great place to go. They have several places where you can eat. Also, I like the kitchen there. They have like these Superman themed waffles and whatnot. I had one. I'm going to post on Twitter. These little things. I don't know. I really liked it and enjoyed it. So yeah, it was really awesome. No, basically we had this funny situation. So like right when we're leaving and we're waiting for a driver to pick us up, we my wife lost her phone, and so we basically started looking for the phone. And once we're in the way, we nearly turned the car around, but then we used the service where you find the iPhone. Turned out that it's in the car, and it was just like it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. But yeah, everything is good. We had a great day. Jimmy Hernandez, hello, brother. Johnny Craig is saying, hi, Rob. Hope you had a great time today with the family. I went out with the fam today, took the kids to the farm, and went for lunch for a slap up meal. Well done. That sounds wonderful. Very, very wonderful. Spending time with your family is crucial, I believe. So I believe it's very important to have time with your family because what else is there really? Once you make money and you're basically financially free and you can do what you want, I think spending time with family and with your friends. Where do you want to go? Go, buddy, go. I think those are like the best things you can do. Of course, like buying stuff, it makes you feel good temporarily. Then experiences are important also, but all these things, they come and go, right? The things that stay, that make you feel good 24/7, that are always there in your life and that enriching your life, are very good friends and of course family first and foremost. So if you have a close knit, good family, and you have good friends who are real friends, I believe that makes your life very, very rich. And I believe it's probably more important than making money, although making money is very important. Don't get me wrong. Chris Dinoff, my friend, hello, how are you? Greetings, brother. By the way, I saw that you joined the Patreon. If you have any questions, Chris, let me know in the DMs. Today, I answered the DMs in the morning, but like I said, I was away, so I'm going to answer all the DMs now in the evening and tomorrow morning. There are a lot of them already, as I saw. So please bear with me. Like I said, I took a little break. So yeah, and Chris, welcome. Hyper Addict, hello there, brother. Oh, Will, hello there. Hope you and Catherine are well. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, we had a wonderful time. My wife loved it. My kid loved it. She was very impressed. Like, although she can't talk yet, she's only She's not even a 1 year old kid, but like she really enjoyed it. She you could tell by her facial expression she was getting really excited. She does this thing where she goes like, and she loved it. She got very excited. And she got a little bit scared of the dolphin show. Yeah, but otherwise she really liked it. Harper Attic is saying Caspa made new all-time high. Well done. Congrats to all the Caspa holders. Well done, guys. Good thing. Keep diversifying. Keep buying new projects. Right now, many coins are in the accumulation phase. If you can basically bear temporary losses and not overreact, and like and if you're not checking your portfolio every other week, and you understand that the accumulation phase, when it ends, that many of your coins are not going to be at the loss anymore, but they're going to be in great profit. As long as you understand that and you're realistic without trying to chase the bottom. In the euphoria phase, a lot of people are going to make a lot of money because a lot of different coins are going to pump. A lot of them are not going to pump also. That's why it's very important to diversify. Uh, Work your little into plenty. Absolutely, family is everything. That's true, my friend. Seventh Denim is saying, you finally sold out. I'm ashamed to have had you in such esteem as an investor. Mind what happened to one video every 4 months? They must have tapped you on the shoulder. Seventh Denim, I don't know what you're talking about in terms of what I sold out. I mean, many people find it very easy to be rude online. I don't do that because, unlike probably you, my entire life I have been doing mixed martial arts. And I've grew up in an environment where you have to really watch your manners, and where you even say something about someone that you don't think you're going to meet, and then you meet them. So I've been taught to really mind my manners and not just mouth off and say random things and twist reality, which is what you're doing right now. So I'm just gonna, just say I wish you all the best. I hope that you're more respectful towards people without being insulting and coming up with some random stuff. I don't know what you're referring to about me selling out. Once again, I have so many projects reach out to me, several exchanges that also offering partnerships, several different projects that you all know also. Have you seen me shilling any project, any exchange? So I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. If you're referring to my course, well, if you refer that, selling out, I mean, that's just silly. I would just say that that's silly. Put a like while you're here, please, my friends. Chris Denoff, yeah, Hex in the move, XDC in the move. Yeah, a lot of coins are going to be in the move. And like I said, this is not even the beginning of the euphoria stage, right? This is just like a little taste of everything. Maybe we'll see even new lows for coins. We don't know that, right? I personally hope, I don't predict, but I hope that we see new lows, because I would love for more entries on the Millionaire spreadsheet to hit, and I would love to accumulate other gems in a $99 tier that can do potential 50 to 100x profits. I would love that, because I understand that all that is required is patience, and long term, a lot of coins are going to take off and deliver crazy ROI, right? Me, I feel much more comfortable basically buying after huge crashes and buying these coins on dollar cost averaging at new lows than when everything pumps. Because when everything pumps, tell the truth, a part of me gets a little bit sad, because I know that I can no longer accumulate coins and find gems, because I know that now all I can do is start taking profits and setting trading stop losses and take profits, and that's kind of like the potential is no longer there, if you know what I mean. You just kind of like start reaping the rewards. Of course, it's great, but I hope I'm getting the thought across, Luis Andres Mendes Caldera saying, finally caught the live. Good to have you here, Luis. Welcome. OTT, my friend, is here. He says, hello, my legend, building beautiful villa in Croatia. So if you are in Europe, come and we can hang out. That's awesome. That's awesome. I would love to visit Croatia one day. I know that they have beautiful, fabulous beaches. And, definitely would love to visit. Lewis is saying, member here. Good to have another member here, but thank you for joining. He's saying, been following Rob since 2017, missing the Pepe memes on Twitter. Yeah, I've stopped with that, my friend, because first of all, I grew up, the jokes were a little bit intense, and basically got my account deleted. Like, I'm not quite sure what happened to my Twitter account, because it's still up there apparently. But when I log into that account, like, it's just black. There's nothing there, but it's still there apparently. When you research the tweets, You can't see the tweets, but you can see the answers. You can see some other tweets, and basically some hitters are trying to create this myth that I deleted the account. I mean, anybody who followed me back then remember how upset I was about the account getting deleted. And what basically happened is, like, why I'm talking about this, like the whole Pepe thing had to stop. The humor had to stop because it got me in trouble. I think I was reported like 17 times at a certain point, and then one day I logged in and my account was basically wiped. So yeah, the sensitive jokes and the Pepe memes, everything had to go because people just took it too personally and didn't like my humor. It was a little bit too extra for people. And plus, like I said, I had to grow up. You know, I'm a father now and all that. The crazy Berto is gone. XRP Hard 589. Hello there, brother. Pierre is saying your health and your relationships are two very important foundations. Absolutely, my friend. Those two are very, very important. Sean Moran, what has this to do with XRP? We'll get there. We'll get there, brother. We'll get to what it has to do with XRP and other cryptos mentioned there. For now, I'm talking to my regulars and members here. If you have a relationship with that, you know, you can log off and go find something that you like, enjoy, and enjoy. You know, spend time doing what you like, brother. Wish you a fabulous time of the day wherever you are. American Phoenix finally made another live stream. Hey, Rob, hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you, brother. Good to have you here. Hyper Addict says, Rob, ignore fudders and haters. Absolutely. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the kind of word. Rossinaire is saying, do you think we can dollar cost average coins on $99 tier? Example, if you buy it one coin 250 and it drops another 35% to 65 cents, can I put another 250 in it? No, Rossinaire, please do not do that. The whole point of that is, you know, like I kept mentioning on Patreon, we're talking about, you know, that especially small caps and mid caps, they can really drop much further after buying, but all you have to do is hold, right? And some of them are going to go to zero, some of them pump well, and some pump exceptionally well and do very well, right? Do not add. The whole point of that is not to dollar cost average. Basically, like what do with our main with our main briefcase, you would say, like investments. You know, the main point here is catching different gems and not getting carried away, and not dollar cost averaging on these gems, right? So if a gem is down a lot, you simply ignore it, because the gems that we bought, they've all been bought after huge crashes like 90, 95, 98, or 97% crashes, right? So all we have to do is hold. You know, we've spoken about this several times on Patreon. Even with Ethereum in the last cycle, which was a blue chip, right? It dropped like what 85%, and dropped like another, or it will drop 90% and dropped like 85%. Basically, the crashes were huge, right? Even if you waited for a 90% crash, you got in, it dropped like 80% again. So all you had to do with Ethereum was dollar cost average. With these things, we're not going to go dollar cost average. If they drop significantly lower, I will think about dollar cost averaging some of them, but probably we're not going to do that, because the whole point is finding new gems, right? So the whole point is increasing our chances of catching huge pumps. And there are other coins out there that I'm interested in. All we have to do right now is hold some of them temporarily at losses, hold some of them which are in profit, not take profits on them. Also, some of them of these coins at a certain point were up 500%, the other one 800%. We do not take profits because, once again, we're not buying these coins for 500 to 800% profits. Those kind of profits are for blue chips. And also at the same time, you have to understand, as I mentioned in several of those posts, mid caps and low caps are very volatile. You know, so there's something you have to be mentally prepared for. Work your little into plenty says, yes, please, new lows and wait. I would love that. I personally would love that. Alex is saying, what do you think about VJ, my brother Rob? I think it's a good project, and I would say that it would be a good idea to diversify to that project for everyone, you know, without favoring it over other projects that are blue chips, basically. So I would definitely say buy some VJ. But also, I would say buy it, you know, at the prices that they're in a millionaire price spreadsheet. Do not randomly buy. Do not randomly dollar cost average. Gabarito saying XDC has pumped nearly 200% from the bottom. I had to sell the accumulation bag for personal reasons before the pump. I'm sorry, brother. Do you think a serious retrace is still in the cards? This is a 4 gem. Yeah, my friend, this is the thing. I don't know if a serious retrace is in the cards, but I can tell you this, right? Like, I don't pretend to be Nostradamus. You know me, you've met me. You know, I'm a very realistic dude. we have a strategy, we stick to it, right? Like I said, entries, like we bought these entries, we bought certain coins because they had crashed a certain percentage, right? So if a coin is not down that much, for example, XDC, if it's not down the percentage they're supposed to be, we don't buy, brother. And there are other coins that they can be bought. We just let it go. And once the coin is up a lot in the euphoria stage, we just sell. So what can I say? Realistic, I can tell you that if it's not down the percentages that it's supposed to be, then we don't buy, my friend. Keep up the good work, says Crypto Saga. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Please kind of put a like while you're here, guys. Alex Sutra is saying everybody's talking about that XRP is going to mid 50 cents. Your thoughts? My thoughts were actually mentioned when XRP was 88 cents. I mentioned in the post what I think is going to happen, and it looks like we're going there. So while there was out like a very popular narrative was out there that SRP is about to repeat a certain fractal and keep pumping and go much higher, I on that day published two posts. One that basically breached a very crucial resistance level, which was wonderful. I love to see that. But the other one was that I do expect a retrace, and the retrace was 51 to 59 cent zone area. Now XRP already retraced to 66 cents. So yeah, I absolutely understand why people would think that. That is very likely. My thoughts were that when people were saying buy at 88 cents, I kept saying on Twitter even do not buy, do not FOMO, never buy into pumps and all that. Yeah. And at the same time, made the post for my patrons saying what I think is going to happen, and it seems like this is what is happening. So yeah, I mean that's a perfectly reasonable thing to retrace to roughly 50 cents. That would make a lot of sense. So yeah. Deep and Ganger saying have been silently following you for around 3 years now and have watched you record videos. Thank you, my friend. That's very flattering. Thank you for that. He goes on to say you're the real deal. Finally joined the live stream. Really appreciate the way you play the market. So, brother, thank you for that. That's a beautiful message. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Abdul Bacchus is saying, what's going on, Rob? I'm all good, brother. Thank you. How are you doing? Alex Eat is saying, Rob, you became a legend back in 2018 calling XRP at 10 cents. Then that happened, and we all, XRP community, were like, how this guy knew that this low price is going to come. Yeah, my friend, it was actually very simple, right? So how did I know? It's just like back then, nobody was listening. It's like, first of all, it's not that I knew, right? You can't know certainty. Let's be realistic. Once again, I'm not a fortune teller. All I did was very simple. I looked at what has happened in the past. I applied the percentages, how hard coins have crashed in the past, and applied that. And what came out was it wasn't 10 cents, although we did buy a little more than 10 cents. The primary target was 15 cents, right? That's where we bought the most of our XRP. I mean, whoever was with me back in the day, I wasn't very popular. I only became like infamous, or like more or less known in crypto after that call really happened. After Ethereum went under $100, after Bitcoin went under 5K, and XRP hit 15 cents, right? That's when basically people started listening to me. So all I did was very simple, usual strategy, right? It's not that I nailed the exact bottom or anything. I accumulated in the 10 to 30 cent area. It's just that 15 cents was the number one target. Groot, no, please wait, buddy. It was just the number one target where I bought. Groot, no, stop. So basically, yeah, that was 15 cent area was where I accumulated the most. I do want to mention though, once again, right, that I had like another 20%. Come here. So yeah, I do want to mention though that we did have also targets of like 5 cents and 2 cents, something like that, maybe even 1 cent. It was like the lowest, yeah. But 20% of the accumulation budget for XRP, it never struck. We never got those entries. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not perfect. Nobody out there is perfect. It's just what I do works, right? The strategy was always the same. So I was waiting for this major crash, and I started dollar cost averaging with more or less back then with equal amounts of money at new lows. A lot of those targets hit, and some of those targets did not hit. So yeah, which is why to this day I'm in profit with XRP, despite not having taken profits of roughly $2, because the strategy works in the way that you buy very low. So yeah. Darcy, thank you for catching me live. It's really awesome to have you here. Stick is saying most here in max hopium. I mean, some people are max hopium, I guess, and I guess they're also not people who are realistic, which is I love to see that. Richard Soros saying lost my 20,000 on the Stex exchange. Lesson learned. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Losing money on exchanges is never good. Yeah, Bonito says great. Thanks, man. I never chase green candles. I'm glad to hear that. Well done, brother. We should never chase green candles. Never. Darcy is saying Rob is one of the best in this market to follow. He is doing so much for the people. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Chris Denoff is saying some gems on millionaire spreadsheet are still below your targets. Would you still advise executing buys on those? No, my friend. I will say that only execute the buys that are in a millionaire spreadsheet. If, for example, target did not hit, do not force the entry. And if it's gone even lower, do not execute it unless basically a millionaire spreadsheet is updated. For now, it has not been updated. For now, there's no reason to execute any further entries. Mood Check is saying, Rob, when do you think this magical fairy tale XRP utility will kick in? It's a very good question, my friend. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think we're still in a speculative phase of the market. I believe that huge, basically, like this crypto.com bubble has to come for crypto, where basically most of the coins will disappear. All the top projects that will survive have to crash very hard. Regulations have to hit heavy. And world adoption really has to kick in. So I don't think it's going to happen in this cycle. I think the way the cycle is going to end is the way that it's ended every single cycle. I think XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, you name any coin out there that currently exists, that is going to crash very hard after the pumps are done in the euphoria stage of the cycle. And once the cycle ends and the next one starts, basically, I believe everything is going to crash very hard. So I don't think that the magical utility narratives for XRP or any other utility or in this case coin out there is happening anytime soon. Every single time when we get these pumps in the euphoria stage, everybody disagrees with me every single time. This is my third cycle. And every single time I just open up the charts and remind myself what happens and sell and make a lot of money while people hold throughout the 90% crash, which is very unfortunate. I don't say this to brag or anything. I said that it really is unfortunate. At this point, I would say it's annoying. I hope people will listen this time around and actually sell. Because last time, for example, I have this tweet where there's like 1,000 over 1,000 likes, where I said I sold 80% of my Bitcoin at like I think it was 57,000 or something like that, and I was explaining also that it doesn't matter to me if it's the top or not. It's just the risk reward is no longer worth it. The top could have been not a 69K but 80K. Like the point is you don't have to nail the exact top. But my point was that basically that's it. I rolled for roughly 1,500% profit, bought in low, sold high. Time to get out. And the comments there were a lot of people were very nice and saying congrats, which was nice. But a lot of people also saying that I'm about to miss the greatest spot of all time. We're about to go to 250K. Then I'm an idiot that I just sold right before the next pump. That every single this guy on Twitter with that many followers and this analyst is saying that we're about to pump here and there, and that we got adoption by banks, and then this guy on Wall Street who's a billionaire saying we're about to pump super hard. And there's like, what, Rob? You know better? Like you're smarter than them. And my answer was like, it's not that I'm smarter than them. It's just that I think I understand crypto better than them. And I think that I'm honest with what I think is going to happen, unlike them. I think that they tell you things you want to hear so they can dump on you quietly without you panicking. Because if you start panicking, well, they need to sell quietly. You start selling too, which means the price is dropping worldwide very fast, which means that they're not getting the exit liquidity that they want. They do not want to be selling, let's say Bitcoin at 40K. They would rather sell it like at 60K. So obviously they're going to give you all the wonderful news on how fantastic Bitcoin is and how fantastic crypto is and how it's going to pump to 200, 300K. And these narratives are pushed, and then also influencers pick them up and they're pushed all over the place. So, they push you that fairy tale that are going to go much higher while they are getting out, right? They start taking heavy, heavy profits. If you basically look at what happens also in terms of off ramps and on ramps with crypto, at a certain point, whales with major Bitcoin holdings that are walls that are dormant for a very long time, they start selling at a certain point. And at a certain point, they start selling very heavily. And, a lot of people ignore that also. That's something that I always look into, one of the metrics. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is during those phases, you have very bullish, nice, wonderful narratives, right? That everything is going to keep pumping, and everybody's talking about how basic altcoins are not going to drop because of utility and use cases, and because we got they teamed up with Google or I don't know Microsoft, and their technology is about to change the world. And everybody's like, yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. Now the celebrities talking about your coin. Elon Musk is talking about crypto and Doge and Bitcoin, and basically it's the future of finance, and it's all looking great. That's when you want to run for the hills. That's when you sell, right? When you start hearing this BS, that's when you start selling trading stop losses for every single bag, and when it hits, you fully get out and you do not rebuy until huge crashes. So once again, you run for the hills. You run for the hills. People always, I don't know why people hate me for when I say this stuff. I really don't understand why, because it makes money. If I became financially free and I became a millionaire doing this, right? Why not listen to the guy who did this? It's like this is what always confuses me, right? Like it always confuses me. Like if the guy is good at what he does and he's explaining to you how it's done and he's showing that he's did it, right? Like why not listen to the guy who did it, right? Why listen to clowns who make money, I don't know, off YouTube monetization, for example, right? You see what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Crystal C is saying, I appreciate your daily videos. SRP is my main bag. I don't plan to reduce it but I will join your Patreon and diversify more than I am with some of your picks. Appreciate your sharing your research. Crystal, thank you for your message. What can I say? You know, I don't have a favorite bag myself. And I try not to favor, like I keep saying, I don't like favoring one blue chip over another blue chip, one mid cap or over another mid cap, and one small cap over another small cap. Well, I can say that if you're heavily exposed to XRP, that I hope it performs very well and that you sell once it pumps hard and pocket huge profits. Me personally, I don't favor one blue chip over another. Just like I said. So um, who knows? Maybe this time around, XRP will pump much harder. Maybe Ethereum will pump much harder. Maybe Bitcoin, maybe BNB. Like that's the thing, right? We don't know. We're only going to find out for sure in a euphoria stage, in accordance with the time frame, in accordance with the market conditions, and according with the stocks and stock indexes and what's happening in traditional markets altogether. Once we get the feel of the market, we'll know what coin is going to pump harder. So I certainly hope that XRP is going to be one of them. I do believe that it's going to pump well, which is why I hold a lot of XRP. So let's see. Let's see. Johnny Strand is saying he's been in the market since 2017 and made all the basic mistakes and came out on top. But this time with people like you and BC Backer, I've made my research, so I am ready. Johnny, awesome. I'm happy to hear that, my friend, that you're ready and well done. And shout out to BC Backer. Lots of love to you, him, and everybody who participates in this market, my friends. Darcy is saying, I'm thinking of taking profit on XTC now. It pumped hard. It's pretty much halfway to its all-time high. Don't know what to do. Darcy, this is the thing, right? If how can you say this? I can't advise you what to do. I can only tell you what I do, right? And a lot of people, it's not for them, right? So a lot of people want to take profits. If you want to take profits, take some profits, right? I mean, like if you want to sell the whole bag, sell the whole bag. If you have other bags, if it will make you feel better. If you want to sell a certain portion, sell a certain portion. You'll probably rebuy it lower, but maybe not, right? So this is the thing. Me personally, if I trade with a tiny amount once the market is down roughly 80 to 99%, right? So once Bitcoin is down roughly 80%, which that already happened, and once altcoins are down as much as 99%, which has also happened. So in that accumulation phase, I do not like to mess around, right? Because from my experience and from statistics, if you look at facts, right, you will make way more money off the coins that will pump very hard in your 4-year phase instead of taking profits and then rebuying. Because I know, for example, what happened in the last cycle. So our traders were basically very concentrating on buying and selling, buying and selling, and buying and selling. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me, friends. Got a message. So what I'm saying is that what happened is, so basically they were so concentrated on buying Bitcoin at 10,000 and selling it at 15,000, then buying it at 20,000 and then selling it at 30,000, and then buying at 50,000 and then selling it, buying to sell, I don't know, like say at 100,000, which never happened. So basically, what I'm trying to say is they kept playing catch up, missed the meat of the move, missed the majority of the profits, and got on their own way. Whereas all they had to do was basically buy after 80 to 99% crashes, dollar cost average at new lows, hold temporary losses, be very patient. Yes, that's the part that people hate the most. Be very patient. See your bags be temporarily at losses. See your bags go up 1,000% and then drop back to where they were. Maybe even go with the loss. It really messes with people's minds, right? This is why crypto is not for everybody. Like, do what makes you feel right about your investment. But one rule I will tell you for sure that you should follow: if you sell, do not never buy back higher. So if you sell right now for a certain price, make sure that no matter what you do not buy back higher. If you buy back with that amount, the rule has to be that you only buy back much lower. Something that you just that I can actually give you an advice on. Me personally, I'm not touching any coins out there, right? Like I said, I had the coins that were up 400, 500%, 800%. I did not touch them. These profits, people are talking about how amazing these profits are. Like, I see people bragging that they up 200% on a coin or their portfolio 100% in a year, and how people should join the trading groups. Like, I find it amusing. Like, I legit find it amusing because we have, like I said, coins that go up like 800, 500%. And think about what these coins are going to do when they were up 500 to 800%, while Bitcoin wasn't even up 100%. Ethereum wasn't even up 100%. And these coins were already up 500 to 800%. So now imagine what it's going to do when Ethereum is up 500 to 800%. Imagine what these coins are going to do. They're going to be up thousands of percent, right? So I'm not convincing you not to take profits. I'm convincing you basically that you should do what feels right for you. I know I'm good at what I do because it feels right for me and it works for me, right? Because it feels right, I guess that's why I'm good at executing and following the rules and not being emotional about my investments. I'm basically not selling anything. That's my point. And even if we drop much harder, which I would love to see, I'm not sure this is going to happen. I'm just going to follow the plan and dollar cost average because we do have targets much lower. When you're saying people don't like going to realistic people like you, they would rather listen to someone who makes them feel better about their investment. Very true, my friend. People have selective hearing. Basically, they will go find something that makes them feel better about their investment instead of realistic about their investment. It's in our core. It's in our human nature to basically hear fairy tales. We like fairy tales. We like happy endings, right? We watch movies. We want the movie to end well, right? When we're reading Harry Potter, we wanted Harry Potter to win over Voldemort. When we're reading Lord of the Rings, we wanted basically the Fellowship to win, right? We wanted what was Sauron and Saruman to lose, right? You get the point they're trying to make, right? We want happy endings. We want everything to work out perfectly and everybody's happy. That's just not the way that it works with investment, right? And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that there are going to be coins that go to zero. Some are going to do okay. Some are going to do exceptionally well. That you're not going to be able to guess every single coin. That you're not, and not every single coin is going to deliver. Therefore, you have to have a strategy where you diversify. That dollar cost averaging should not be random because you can buy a coin, you can drop it on 90%. The only way you can reduce the chances of that and like minimize your temporary losses is buying after huge crashes, because even after that huge crashes can come again. The only way you can stay afloat is if you don't force entries and average in dollar cost average only at new lows, and once again with the same amounts of money, right? Like nobody likes to hear this because it's not exciting, right? It's not exciting. It's not Bitcoin is going to 1 million. XRP is about to hit $2,000 because you utility. Master on Blade, hello there. Chris Dunoff, yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So, I guess we're going to leave with this for a message because it's been 34 minutes, my friends. I am quite tired, although it's been a wonderful day. But I mean, like, walking a lot and all that. So, always, I'm going to be probably doing this. I thought about it like yesterday that maybe since I've been doing lives a lot lately, maybe just keep doing one live every single day for a month because I was away for such a long time. There was a time when I was like doing one video and one live on YouTube like every 4 or 5 months, despite being active on Twitter all the time. But I thought, like, since I do enjoy these conversations, I do enjoy talking to you live. that we'll try doing it every single day for a month, right? It's now been like, I think every single day for what, like a week or something like that. But anyway, let's remember what we're here for, right? What we're here for is the number one reminder. Be patient. Do not force entries. Do not FOMO into green candles. If you missed the coin, let it go. There are other coins out there that are still in the accumulation phase. If you missed out on a project that you like, let it go. There are other coins out there that will probably outperform the coin that you like. Remember that it's very important to ignore noise and not be afraid of potential new lows. We want new lows. We would love to see new lows because that means that we would have better average, which means in the euphoria stage that some of our coins would have much higher ROI than they are right now, right? Although, or again, the entries are great still because we're waiting for crashes. Remember, do not favor any blue chip over another blue chip. Do not favor one mid cap over another mid cap. Do not favor one small cap over another small cap. Of course, you should not be investing the same amounts of money into small caps or mid caps or blue chips. Of course, you should invest less money into mid caps and then even less money into small caps. So, for example, more money into blue chips, less into mid caps, much less into small caps. You should not, once again, do not FOMO no matter how much you like the coin. For example, once, like, when we're talking about this on Twitter about XRP, about it being at 88 cents, you had people FOMOing, literally writing that they're buying more. My message was do not FOMO. Now we're at 66 cents already. So that means people who bought there are already at the loss, right? Be patient. It's very important to understand that whether or not we like it, we cannot force the market to do what we want. All we can do, like I keep saying, imagine the market is the sea, we're in a boat. All we can do is navigate the sea, make sure that we get out of the sea storm into a sunny day and reap the rewards and bring the fish to the shore, so to speak, right? That's all we can do. We cannot control the sea. We have to learn how to sail it. And one of the reasons how we learn is to be patient. We have to understand that the market in crypto, in order to make a lot of money and huge ROI, you have to be patient. I know that a lot of people are telling you that Bitcoin is about to go to $250,000 this year. I know who these people are. And all I can tell is that some of these people have been around for years, since 2016. They've been saying that Bitcoin is going to go to 250K since 2016. So it's just probably something that you should keep in mind, And some of them have been saying that Bitcoin is going to go to like roughly that area every single year, and it's not happening. So just keep these things in mind, right? Be mindful of who you're listening to, what's being shown to you, what you're being told. It's probably a good idea to stop reading up on use cases and utility and how a coin is going to pump because of this and that. Like even recently, XRP pumped recently, right? You already had people saying that it's pumping due to some new partnership with some country or something, which is ridiculous. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? XRP didn't do anything special. Yes, I like XRP. I have a lot of it, but my point is nothing special happened there. It was up 200%, while other coins were up 100 or 200% or 500, 800% from the bottom, right? It was just catching up with some coins. So it's very important not to fall for the whole utility and use case narrative, because it's going to hurt you in the profit-taking stage. If you start believing in that fairy tale, you're going to get a rude awakening. Also, tomorrow I'll finish the market update for Patreon. Once again, as I mentioned, I probably should not have mentioned this. I probably should have done that and then said that it's already out. But since I already said it, the XRP take profit strategy, right? I'm still working it. Like, the reason I explained why it's so difficult is because the last time I messed it up, like I executed the buys very well, but I really messed up the take profits, right? I really don't want to do this time. Why it's so difficult with XRP? Because it's not Ethereum and Bitcoin. It is much more volatile. XRP is much more volatile. So what I'm working on right now is I want to make sure that we adjust the take profit strategy, and that we adjust the trailing TP and stop loss as the coin keeps going higher. I want to make sure that we take profit in a way that we don't get stopped out, in the sense, like, let's say, for example, XRP pumps to $2 eventually. Then we adjust the take profit to $1.70. It goes to $1.65, and then basically skyrockets to something like $2.50, right? So that's the difficult part with XRP, why it's taking time. I already basically put together 3 take profit plans, and I scrapped them all because I believe I can do better. And that's what I want to achieve. I want to achieve a very good take profit strategy with XRP, just like with other coins, right? So yeah, my friends, if you have any last minute questions, please let me know, because I'm going to bounce in a few seconds. If you're here, also please kind of put a like. I would really appreciate the like. So yeah. Chris did offer saying, thought you might enjoy. Work and Money channel speaks highly of you in his videos. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, brother. I love Work and Money channel. He's a great person. We interacted in DMs before. He's very helpful. I remember when I had a problem, he reached out to me. I like his news also. I like how he covers stuff, basically. I mean, I have nothing but respect for him. He's a great person. Mac Moodcheck is saying, Rob, what are your thoughts on NFTs? Are you involved in collecting any? No, I don't collect any NFTs, but I do have a coin that's involved in a NFT space. I have nothing against NFTs in the sense like I do make fun of NFTs, but I don't really have anything against NFTs. The thing is that there's a market for it, and now it's also basically you could say a speculative asset, right? So I do believe as long as people can buy and sell, that there will be a market for it. I do believe that some NFT projects are dead, and I also believe that some NFT projects are going to do well at the for stage, and people are going to make a lot of money off NFT projects. What I believe is very important when NFTs networking and who these people know when they start a project. So if you're well connected, especially in the art world and the digital world, and you have good connections, the NFT project is going to do well. If not, you're going to have trouble. So I mean, but there's a market for it. Some people are going to make good money, but I believe it's much more challenging to analyze, and it's like much more like gambling, in my personal opinion. Belly Chavez is saying, Rob, love your tweets. And cheers, and happy for you and your family. Also, I've been seeing into VAT since I've watched your $5 spreadsheet. Definitely is a patience game. Thank you for the beautiful message, my friend. And yeah, absolutely, it is a patience game. Crypto, like I said, is a patience game. Like 80% of the time, you're waiting for the market to pump or hard or crash hard so that you can buy or sell. You only buy and sell 20% of the time. Other time, you're just waiting, either for a big crash or a big pump. Sean, really, some of your biggest profits were from NFTs last cycle. That's amazing. Well done. Well done. Not for me. Jean Van Eekhout is saying, hello, can I join the $99 tier? I am also a Patreon member by Scientific Investor. Is that a problem, Rob? I'm not quite sure what your question is, brother. I apologize. Could you please rephrase that? I'm not quite sure what you mean. All right, my friends, I'm going to sign off. It's been 43 minutes. Oh my God, I don't know why these lives take so much these days. Usually it was 30 minutes and we're off. Now it's much longer. Please kind of put a like. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. If you want to know what my members and I are doing and exactly what coin I'm buying, where I plan to sell, what my strategy is, what my market analysis is, you can join my Patreon private group. Is going to be left in the comments down below in the description of this video. Otherwise, remember, stay patient, dollar cost average only at new lows, diversify, do not FOMO into green candles, wait for the market to pump hard enough to start selling in the euphoria phase, be patient, very patient, understand that it's going to take time for the market to develop. Wish you very well, my friends, and I'll catch you probably tomorrow. Please put a like. Bye-bye.